Hello and welcome back. I'm Lost and this is Space Engineers, where we have our reactor. Yes. We have uranium going into it. And our refinery is still going. Wow, they changed the graphics again. Nice. I like the changes. They're pretty. Huh. Huh. Wow, they really... It's much easier to tell the difference between things. Wow, that's a reaction. Sorry, I'm just amazed. I like it. I like the changes. Alright, we need a little bit of uranium for the reactor on here. And then we need to put engines on it. Let us start with the engines. Motors, interior plates. Okay. I'm also going to need a gyroscope, an ore detector, an antenna, a gyroscope, atmospheric thrusters. So let's put the gyroscope here, and a remote control, right? Yes, remote control. You know, I should probably do some sort of lights. Sensor, sound block, camera, control panel. I sworn I just saw it. Okay, we'll... In spite of my absolutely horrible spelling job since I was going for RE, I still found it, so good on me. Source of size. I wonder what this T does. I don't know. You know what? We're going to take off this other solar panel. Yeah, we're going to take off this other solar panel, but we're going to take it off after we put the engines on. Whoa, steel tubes and metal grids. Why? It just sounds like an unusual selection. But I'm sure that's what it's always been. Okay. Need a couple on front to stop. I really don't need it to be this long. You know what, we'll leave it for now. Later on, we might end up doing more with this thing. Plus, he gives me a place to put more thrusters. For the moment, what we will do... Ore detector, because it doesn't matter which direction it goes. Antenna, because it doesn't matter what direction it goes. Our remote control does matter. And then we'll move the flight seat back to being right in front of those. And we'll come back here and we will put gyroscopes in. I keep nudging it. I'm going to need a landing gear. let's do this first, just to get this out of the way. Well, that's convenient. Need more large steel tubes. Before our batteries drain themselves running those engines, let's... Nope. Nope. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna let it refill itself. Oh, heck. I didn't even realize it left those there. Alright, we'll use those. Small steel tube. And 4 radio components with 1 detector. Small steel tube, radio, detector. We're going to do this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to grab a vent. I know they're on here. I will find it. Vent. Air vent. Okay. And an oxygen tank. Alright. Alright, and I will explain what I'm doing in a moment. That's weird. Okay. It's a strange graphical glitch. Let's figure it out. Might be because they're updates. Missing computers. All right. So I need to take 10 more computers. I need some displays, and I need some bulletproof glass. Okay. So one thing that I've learned in my previous playthroughs, something I am concerned about on this playthrough, is that if I don't build engines pointing up, this thing will just take off and never stop. One middle grid. But I'll need middle grids for the engines anyway, so might as well grab them. Alright. See, if I go to the air vent and I say depressurize, and then I jump out, that should actually start sucking air in and fill the oxygen tank. Should. So I've got my helmet open and I'm not suffocating. Either they have fixed the game or it's sucking air in and filling that oxygen tank, which is what I want it to do. Now I need to put the engines aiming up and down. We'll start off with a couple aiming down, so we can hold it to the ground. Now, I keep wanting to build as if I were in from the depths. More steel tubes, which I do have in here as well. Alright, I'm fairly sure that 4 up is not going to be enough. Not once I... Not a steel plate? No, got steel plate. Got steel plate there. As I was saying, 4 is not going to be enough, especially once I add more ore. Once I'm carrying a full load of ore, I'm going to need a lot of engines. And I will probably need more forward and reverse thrust. Oh, I have no reverse thrust right now. We'll need to fix that. Middle grid and motors. Well, we'll get the middle grids from here, we'll get the motors out of the soon-to-be miner. That's a strange... That is strange. I'm just gonna leave it alone, though. If you've never played this game, you won't know that you need as much thrust going forward as you do reverse, because you accelerate and decelerate based on thrusters. It used to be you decelerated something like 10 times the speed that you accelerated, which meant that it was very easy to slow down with very few thrusters. And yes, there are days I missed that. Because now if you really want to get moving, you need a lot more thrusters. We have some large steel tubes over here. Motors. Yep, as you can see, I already have full load of air. Alright, last thing I need is a landing gear. What I'm going to do for my own sanity is put on 2 landing gears. But to give them a little bit of security, what I'm going to I have no idea why the light armor blocks are disappearing like this. It may be that one of the mods I have enabled has changed the files. So this is going to look a little bit odd with these things just hanging off, but yeah, it'll work for now. Alright, we landed. Now, let's jump in here, and all of the atmospheric thrusters are going to be on a group. And we're going to turn them off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these and stop showing them. Alright, everything else I'll leave because it's pretty small. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave the landing gear on. Alright, my ship is effectively ready. So let's empty it out so we can get as much ore in as possible. And then what we're going to do, in case I need to add more engines, which is always a possibility, let's look at what we need. 3 steel plates, 2 construction components. So 30 plates, 20 construction components, 180 motors, 10 grid, and 10 tubes will buy me 10 engines. So 30 steel plates, 20 construction components, 10 grids, 10 steel tubes, 180 motors. Ten, 10, 30, 20, 180. 10, 10, 30, 20, 180. Alright, good. Now, only reason for that is because there is a slight bit of concern that I will not have enough thrust, forward, backwards, up, down, whatever. I would rather be safe. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to bring my thrusters down here, and we will do the toggle on-off. Gyros, toggle lock on-off. The gyros are less of a concern. The thrusters more of a concern. So the first place we're going to go is back from our uranium. So let's go to the GPS. We will turn off that one. So the only one on our HUD is going to be the one we want. Landing gears are unlocked. We're up. Whew. Yeah, we do not accelerate quickly forward and backward, but we jump up, and that's hopeful. And we do not decelerate quickly. Now there is a trick to that. Let's rise up a bit. And what I can do is to decelerate. Pull up, which drops my forward momentum a ton because of all of those thrusters. And now I can just move forward, slow down. Drop. Okay, now if I go like this. Alright, my landing gear is now solidly locked. My ship will not fall off the hill. I have a ton of stuff in here. Put that in the cockpit. And then we'll go happily mine away at the uranium. Since we are not very far from the ship, or from the station, we can mine a ton. Well, the station doesn't matter because we're near the ship, but... Let's see if we can get out of here still, or if we've managed to carve ourselves into a hole. Yes, we have carved ourselves into a hole. Again. We'll have to fix that, but we'll do that next time. For today, we're going to drop off this uranium and then call it quits. We don't need the stone. So next time we will pick up here, mining a little more uranium maybe. I don't want to bore you by spending the entire episode mining. And hopefully I'll be able to fix the graphical glitch that we're seeing. And then once we've got, I don't know, 20 or 30 tons of uranium, we'll take that back, let it start processing, and go get more stuff. Maybe iron, maybe cobalt, maybe nickel, maybe gold, maybe silver, who knows? We're just going to start mining a bunch of stuff, because what we need right now most is materials. With the uranium, we have the power we need. We can run all of the factory, all of the industrial components that we need in order to produce everything that we need. So we have all the manufacturing capability because we have all the power. Once we have that manufacturing going, we'll be able to build the ship that we need to get off this rock. And once we're in orbit, we can find platinum, and we can start building the components we need to get out of this system and get home. So that's the goal. Hopefully next time we'll make a lot more progress towards it. Until then, good luck in your own survival and happy gaming.